Opinions expressed in this program are those of the program's host and guests, and not necessarily those of WSTU management, staff, or sponsors. WSTU does not endorse any products mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's now time for Leadership in Business, brought to you by Jon Campion of European Kitchen and Bath. Call in with questions and comments. 220-9788. 220-WSTU. And now, here's your host.
Good morning. I'm kidding. Good afternoon. Wake up. The light just turned green. Hey, everybody. It's Jon Campion for Leadership in Business from European Kitchen and Bath. And here with my hearty, happy co-host, Frank Mezzapel.
Hey.
World famous and big Frank.
Right.
Yeah, man.
A legend in my own mind.
I guess, at some point I'll quit calling you that when you set the next milestone.
Next goalpost.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So,
fair enough.
But hey, hello everybody. I had a guest lined up for today and got, the
life got in the way.
Life got in the way. I
Yes.
think it was a combination of COVID and a bunch of other stuff at his business. And, he's got some people that have had COVID 2 or 3 times,
right,
and they were all vaccinated.
Like I told you over the phone, sometimes once just isn't enough.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
Yes.
That's funny, but that's good, Frank. You are getting very witty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you are, and you're starting to shine.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
anyways, I apologize for that, and we'll have someone next week.
Yeah.
I always try to have a guest for all 40,000 of you guys listening to us
And counting.
Yes. I think
Growing
it might,
leaps and
hopefully,
bounds.
yeah. If we sat here and talked NFL,
We have a YouTube audience too.
Well, we
stream live.
You've been doing a good job on that, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Excuse me, got the hiccups. That's not good for the radio. Oh, I missed a
Well,
word.
as long as you got a bottle of Jim Beam next to you, then it all makes sense.
Shot glass and Jim Beam. Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got a little bit of something. But hey, kind of crazy out there. The weather. You were saying you were riding around town today, and you were just
watching the clouds. And
amazing.
Before I got here at 4:00, I was looking at this blue black in the western sky. I go, whoa.
Yeah, boy, they're lucky over there in Port St. Lucie. Is that or Okeechobee? I don't know.
No, that was Port St. It's in St. Lucie County.
Okay.
It's St. Lucie County, and but we could smell, and I'm sure you could at home this morning very easily. You can smell the
rain
smoke from the fires over in St. Lucie County.
Oh, really?
There's a big there's acreage of mulch in western St. Lucie County that caught on fire.
Oh my gosh.
And it's still burning.
I was going to say, it's like way down underneath it.
Yeah. So it's, and that's when you get up in the morning, you go outside and the air is still, and you smell
it smoke.
Yeah. It smells like campfire smoke.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a campfire.
I've always wondered about that because, I don't have a fireplace at my house. And
now you have the
everyone,
smell.
I have, can't you smell that smell?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, there's a song for everywhere.
There isn't there.
I just wish I could remember the rest of the words. But anyways, so I didn't realize that some fires were going on in what part of the county? Do you know?
No, they just said St. Lucie County, and I did hear in the news earlier that they are diverting some water from one of the canals
to there
to
smother it out
to try to put out the fire. The problem with mulch is it actually burns it got ignited from lightning. And once that and it gets warm anyways.
Well, gosh, the heat from that lightning goes down into that pile.
Right. But mulch by itself, I don't know if you've ever had a pile of mulch.
It seems to always be smoldering.
It gets warm.
Yeah.
It does get warm.
Oh, I've thrown plenty of piles of mulch out in my younger days up north.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, let's get a pickup truck of that. No,
a pick-me-up truck.
A pick-me-up truck. Yeah. Let's get a skid. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts. Well,
good
luck. Everybody be safe out there.
Right. And people with allergies, have to be a little extra cautious. Stay indoors and air conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Those-
who would like you taking care of that air conditioning, don't you?
Oh yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
Sharky?
Mr. Sharky.
Yes.
Hey, Kevin, kudos to you.
Yeah. He'll keep you cool.
I told somebody today that Kevin is the patriarch of our business group.
Yeah. How'd things go this morning? Everything
good?
Yeah.
I would like to give the nod out there that he presented today, Kevin Sharkey from Sharky Air, just kind of telling us about some things to watch out for. And then he dove into the poker run for Wayne Sloat, our dear friend from Napa who passed. And they're going to have that on October 2nd. And they're going to do their poker run, which is when you're on your motorcycles and you go hit some locations, and they're going to go hit some watering holes that they all hit because they all bikers.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised about your business friends out there. They're all bikers. And then they're going to end up at Molly's house for a big party. They got a band, and so I'm going to be a sponsor of some sort. They've got some nice sponsors throwing some money in there.
Good. Well, it's a good cause. And Wayne was just a prince of a guy.
Well, it's like
we miss him dearly.
Yeah, it's like Kevin said today. He's this was his place. This is and our meetings were his meetings to be at and be Wayne, and he's just a lovable dude who passed away had a terrible fight with cancer. And was very discreet about it, and then he was gone. So miss him dearly. And his family owns the Napas, and they had to sell the Napas, 3 of their Napa stores.
Right.
And it's tough. And he was only 62.
Yeah, fairly young.
Maybe
guy.
63.
A very young
guy. Yeah,
62. Really.
He battled some things, and
yeah,
he was a stud.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. We miss him so.
Yeah, indeed.
I once attended a football game with him, the Dolphin game with his girl at the time, and they were playing my hapless Titans in a home opener, and that was the game that got delayed by lightning for 7 hours.
Oof.
Longest game in NFL history. And by the time that game finished, we were 60 miles up the road at one of my guests I had with me. He lived in Boynton, and I think we stopped at his house and finished watching the game and partied some more. So I should not have been out. I overdid myself. It was one of those days. What are you going to do while there's lightning? So
you have limited options, is what you're saying.
Well,
yes,
it's this or that.
Yeah.
So
binary.
We still binary. Very good. So, anyways, we are more than happy to talk about. I don't know if you want to talk about some bathtubs today.
I think that's a good idea.
We we got a lot going on over on the store. We're going to have some remodeling going on soon. It'll be very cool.
I'm excited for that.
Thank you, and I appreciate you being there. We're ready to jump on there with bated breath.
Yeah.
Tell that one to Tiffany. She go, what's that?
I'm forever, if somebody was ever to look at my Google thread, when you ask Google questions, it's got to look strange because I'm always asking for the Chinese translations for various words.
Yeah.
And so, yes.
Found some good ones, I bet.
Well, especially when we're playing Scrabble. She says, what is that word? I said, I tried to explain it, and I said, okay, what's the Chinese translation for this word? And then she goes, oh, okay, I got it. So,
and then you slowly move on to the next non-word. Yeah.
But she's good. I try to do, one of the Scrabble words, I'll just put one together, and she'll say, I don't think that's a Scrabble word. It may be a word, but it's not a Scrabble word. Son of a gun, she was right.
Do you have a dictionary for backup?
We do, and Google actually gives.
Oh, I guess you would have that.
A Scrabble
now.
dictionary in Google as well.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, we always had a little joke in my family. My sister, her ex-husband, Michael, he was from Greensboro. Michael. Yeah, so Michael, we would play Scrabble, and one day Michael puts down on the board Hill Rat. My brother and I look at each other, and then we look at he, and we look at my sister, and we go, "That isn't a word."
No.
Hill rat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. We got those down in North Carolina. No, you don't. Hill rat. So for years, whenever you were taking your time trying to figure out where we go, Hill rat. So
There it
that
is,
one's
yeah.
carried on for 30 years.
Yeah.
Michael
That's
might
the-
be gone, but
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
there you go. There you go. Yeah, it's a wonderful game. So
But yeah, you want to talk about tubs,
tubs.
and you've got some great displays, and you got a new one coming up.
Yes.
Try to vignette an entire
Yeah.
suite,
We're trying to
right?
put 6 pounds of in a
Stuff
10
in
pounds of in a 6 pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes.
thing.
We'll get it squeezed in there.
That's right.
Yes.
So, I don't think we talked about tubs.
Well, we
Previous-
started
might-
to.
might
We
have.
alluded to it, but
Yeah, thanks.
you're doing. I know that when the tub business is going on, and customers aren't picking them up, you get backed up quick.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And then
But-
you throw a few one-piece toilets in there
Yeah.
and some vanities. Yeah. You know,
yeah.
sizable.
Sizable,
as we call it.
indeed. Yeah.
But the fun thing that we have in there is because, and I may have said this before, if I'm repeating myself, I'm very good at that. The tub market is, you're looking online and you can't figure out the quality of that unless
No.
you've seen
No.
it somewhere.
That's
So that is one of the things that drives people in, because they want to see the tubs. Now, back right when the pandemic, now when the pandemic was in the middle of its thing, you couldn't, supply chain was
Yes.
tough.
Yes.
And so we sold out all our freestanding tubs on the floor, which wasn't a lot. It was like 6 or 7, but every one of them was sold because people came in and said, I got to have a tub. I'm having I can't get a tub for 18 weeks. And, it's terrible. So,
My ongoing thing is one person's bad news is another person's good
yes,
news, right?
Yes.
And so this is an example of that. You had inventory, and bad news is the inventory was strapped, but you were able to fill a need with what you had on hand.
And the thing
Mhm.
about it was what really, kind of gets me thinking about what's going on out there. Everybody will get online and look at Signature Hardware, which is a dangerous website for a product. I'm
It
just
is.
letting you know, it's a Ferguson
Yeah.
website,
Mhm.
and it's Chinese stuff.
Oh,
Okay. And then there is another website that Ferguson has that's
Mhm.
more normal, but I
more
won't tell you what it
Abby
is.
normal. Yeah.
You have to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
So, we fight that. And when people come in saying certain things, we know that they've been online looking at stuff.
Right.
It happens with
And it's okay to look online because
It's
people
fine.
don't know. They don't
It's
have
fine.
the background.
they
Right.
look at it and go, wow, how big really is 68? Well, that's big. You can pull a tape measure out, 68 by 30. And it's, your alcove tubs, your basic tub that's in one of your bathrooms.
Mhm.
Most people,
Mm-hmm.
they are, for the most part, the older ones are 14 inches deep. That's
Right.
not very deep.
No.
And so the new ones you can still get cast iron, which are very heavy and
Right.
cheap, and heavy and cheap.
Yes.
Did I say heavy and cheap?
I perhaps. I
Yeah.
think so. Yes.
So anyways, so we sell acrylic tubs in both freestanding and the what we call the alcove tub, which is the one in your bathroom that's 60 by 30 that you got
Supported by the walls.
yeah, you got Mr. Bubble in there for the
Right.
kids, and that's
Yeah.
the playpen.
Yeah.
But now the tubs are a little bit deeper.
Nice.
You can get them a little bit deeper because
Yeah.
a lot of these people are now, empty nesters,
Right.
and they want to soak. And so that's it. And most people coming in who want the freestanding tubs,
Right.
maybe 25% of them are just doing it for the bling,
Mm,
and the rest are doing it because they like to soak in a tub.
yeah.
And, sure, it's a little trick getting in and out, but boy, you get the right tub for yourself, you'll be in heaven. And, one of the things that we, our manufacturers try to, get us thinking about is comfort, and, how much not only the tub for your relaxation, and, most tubs now, freestanding tubs and regular tubs, they're very limited amount of jets and whirlpools. It's really kind of gone away.
Ah, okay.
It's amazing.
Right. Because that
Uh,
was a real
That
popular thing.
Sure was.
Like a jacuzzi in your
Yeah.
house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got one. I've used it twice in 18 years.
Okay.
So, I used it once to get in. The other
Right.
time I used it to just look at it.
Just to see if it would check it,
Yeah.
check it, see if it was working. Yeah.
So, we stock 60 by 30 tubs and the alcove tubs. And what's nice about them is they have what we call a tile flange that goes around the right side, the left side, and the back side. So you can push that into your location and tile right down to that
Flange.
that little flange on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. And these are
Locks it in place. Yeah.
and these tubs are, you can come in and kick them. Well, don't kick them,
Yeah.
but come in and kick them.
Right.
And then, you can check the quality. You can get in. You
It's
won't
like shopping for a car.
Yeah, you won't feel any deflection in it or anything like that. And we feel confident in our product. And we just let people know, hey, we have 6 manufacturers in here, and these are the qualities. So
Something
we can
for
order.
everybody.
We can order what you want.
Yes.
And things have eased up.
Supply chain's not the big issue it was
No, it's
2 years
not.
ago.
I had
Yeah.
one of my reps told me today that all the backed up containers out in Long Beach are gone.
Right. They've been redirected, I think.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
happened?
I think
Okay.
it's 'cause
Frank, you know everything.
No,
man.
I don't.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
just saw a YouTube video just the other day. That's the only reason why I know that.
those reps. They don't know what's going on.
No.
So, and also as you're redoing your bathroom, which is usually these are for the master, your soaking tubs, you have different ways to fill it.
Mm-hmm.
You can fill it from the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You can fill it from the deck, and you can do a freestanding filler, which is becoming very popular here, where it's just a single faucet, big faucet with the hand shower on it usually. And has a rough that's down in the floor, and they connect it, and it's it's a little work intensive, but it's a few years ago there was only like one manufacturer who was even doing that, and here we are with all these. Florida's a slab state,
Mm-hmm.
percentage of homes that are slab and not 2-story.
Right.
You get a 2-story, these plumbers start licking their chops going, oh, I can do this one. I can do this from downstairs.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
good. Do a good job.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So, basically the tub thing, you just get your size and how you want to do your layout, and you come in and check it out, and might take you a couple times, but come in and see us, see what's going on in there. And not only that, you're going to want to change in your tub. You probably want to change your shower. So
how does that work with the freestanding tubs? All the shower and the faucet, that's all wall mount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the wall mount would be, you have that tub pushed up against the wall.
Right.
And you could have it sticking out, probably the longest tub spout is about 9 inches.
Oh, okay.
But you have to have it, right up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And, that, and really any of the tubs you get and any of the fillers you get, you want to make sure that you're not just getting it to the edge. And I think a lot of people make that mistake. And particularly when they're ordering, without working with a professional,
right?
Because we'll be sure that we know that and market and find you the right thing that's going to work. Because you go to install,
the layout is everything.
Yeah, well, you go to install and you find out that thing will barely fill into the tub, and not only that, the other side of that is the capacity of that tub filler to fill that tub. You can't put a big faucet on there. They only spew out 2.5 gallons a minute, where, a regular faucet, people will go, oh, I'll just use that. Well, you'll never get in your tub. So what you do is you need to have, fillers that do anywhere from 12 to 16 gallons a minute. And, you only have so much hot water. And then one of the things that you could do this when we were doing tubs with lots of stuff in it is, you can put a heater in the tub to heat the water, but we don't do that anymore.
No?
Well, no, you can, but it's a different operation, different, you can. So, you just can't. You just have to be careful, and that's why I say
Whoops.
working with professionals. You got a call.
Speaking of being careful,
It's a professional call.
I have to be careful to pay attention to the phone.
Oh, it's only Charlie.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
I was not going to call, but then my friend John started talking about water pressure or flow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's a Palm City guy.
Yeah.
Why is our water pressure low, John? Low today.
I don't know, Charlie.
I was thinking that they're filling that thing up there in Port St. Lucie.
It could be. I remember, you never know what they're doing, robbing Peter to pay Paul or whatever.
Wow.
But I remember, I just remember when I was getting my unit built up in Vero. We had 2 delays on the place. One was we couldn't. I think I've told you this. We couldn't get cement because it was all going over. This was right along with his to China for the big dam.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, there
I
was.
said, oh my Lord. Wow.
Yeah, and then the other thing was he couldn't get which this one we were all pretty aware of. He couldn't get drywall because it was all Chinese drywall.
Right.
Oh wow, that was that time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
They're trying to kill us, John, slowly but surely.
It's
You know?
sure seems that
it's
way.
in my room. I had some roommate from college text me today and said, "We live in Russia."
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Who lives in Russia?
We do.
We?
We
Not there yet.
Not there yet.
maybe up in Detroit.
They struck down Mike Lindell, the pillow guy.
Oh, I know.
Did
They raided his house.
Why?
Yeah,
because he was
and
supporting
they
Trump,
demanded his
mostly.
phone. He said, I run 5 businesses from this phone.
Right.
Arrest me. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. And they walked away.
Yeah.
They didn't take his phone.
Yeah, but they wanted to.
Oh, they wanted to.
Yeah.
They wanted to.
Wow.
Yeah, it's scary. It's
It's
this
political
it's a political
prosecution.
thing. Yeah.
That's
Absolutely banana republic.
It's very scary.
well.
It's not nice.
No.
Not nice.
Okay.
It's
well,
not
yeah.
kosher, much less dill.
I know.
Well, I just want to know what's going on with the water pressure. John, when you come home,
Yes.
you got my cell phone. Give me a call. No.
No. I'll get home
Yeah.
and try it. The water pressure at my house has not been a
So
concern.
you get your water through what? Martin County Utilities?
Yeah, I paid
Mm.
good for this, and I can't understand that 20 acres burning the
Yes.
mulch up there.
Right.
Why wouldn't they use ocean water?
Well, no, they're using water from the canal, Charlie.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, but isn't that our water?
Well,
a
but
sense?
the ocean water doesn't go that far west.
I figured they could pump up a couple of big
Yeah.
tankers and
Yeah.
bring it over there, do a convoy.
Right, right.
So you're thinking that water's being used to be sent up there?
I figure,
No,
why? I've never had
taking
a
it-
problem. I've lived
yeah.
here now 7 years.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with water pressure, ever.
Wow.
All right. We'll just
Oh, and by
don't-
the way, I'm
Yeah.
going to call Carol tomorrow and apologize.
Oh,
I had
really?
my generator service today,
Yeah.
so they turned off the electricity to test the generator. I
Oh,
had called
and you lost
earlier
your
in the
station.
day
Yeah.
and said, Carol, 1450 is off the air, and they were.
Oh, no.
That's true, and they fixed the problem.
Yeah.
I love 1450. And now later on, I put on, and I couldn't get it on. Everything was crackling.
Oh, no.
And what happened was, the guy turned off the electricity, turned the generator on and serviced it. So I lost the memory. And seeing I'm a senior citizen, my memory wasn't all that.
I was going to
good.
say, senior
Well,
citizen,
that's-
you lost your
Yeah.
memory. Hell.
Yeah, eventually I figured it out. I called Carol. She said, hold on. We're on air, Charlie. I swear, we're on the air. I said, Carol, I love your voice.
Too
She's got a
funny.
great radio voice. So does Greg.
Yes.
If you guys are listening,
Yeah.
both Wilds have great voices.
I've always
Yeah,
tried to sound like Greg.
Frank is good. Frank's got a radio voice too, John.
I have a face for radio.
You absolutely do.
So, do I sound like I belong on the radio, Charlie, or should I just walk out the door right now?
No, you're a business owner, but Frank has that radio voice. And you have to admit, Carol Smooth and Greg Wyatt, he does a great basketball game.
He does, doesn't he?
No,
I like his energy.
He's
He
good.
gets into it. He invited me to their box.
Oh,
I said, I
really?
want to
The
go
press
to a game.
box?
He said,
Oh,
"You
yeah.
can-" yeah.
You got to do
wherever
the
you
press
is.
box. You got to do the press box thing for sure.
Maybe.
This is for you, Charlie. Cracklin' Rosie. You said cracklin', so
Oh, all right.
well,
I'll get
cracklin'
off
Rosie, and then we'll.
I'll talk to you later.
All
son.
right.
Take care, man. I'll check that water pressure out when I get
All right,
home.
John.
Okay.
Good. I hope you
Bye.
get a good shower. Goodbye.
Bye. We'll be right back.
Lord, don't you know I'll have me a time with a poor man.
And we are back. You're listening to Leadership in Business with Jon Campion.
Here I am.
Mhm.
Thanks for waking me up.
Yeah.
It was comfortable.
Today is
Back.
September 14th, and President William McKinley died in Buffalo, New York, from the wounds left by an assassin's bullet a few minutes after 3:30 p.m. on the same day. It's September 14th. So that happened on this day in history.
Before sundown.
Yeah, 1901. So, wow.
Didn't know. I guess I didn't know. Did you know he got assassinated?
Yeah, McKinley, sure. Yeah, he was on the
Assassination
He
list.
was on the hit list. Yeah,
Wow.
unfortunately. Yeah. Let's see now. In 1716, on this day, Boston Light, the first lighthouse in America, was kindled for the first time. So apparently, when you light up a lighthouse, it's called kindling.
What, lighting it up, like
Yeah.
burning it down?
No. I guess
Getting the lighting in
I
there.
yeah. However whatever the starter light is called kindle to
Okay,
start a light.
well,
So
hmm,
I didn't know that.
I
but
didn't know
we
that.
know that now.
I was when you said light. I said, "You sure it's not light beer?" We
Bud
call
Light.
it 1714.
Francis Scott Key writes the Star Spangled Banner after watching the British bombard Fort McHenry in
Mhm.
Baltimore during the War of 1812. And that's
Yep.
where the Star Spangled Banner came from.
And that was what year?
1812.
1812.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
you gave me the answer, and I
But
couldn't
and,
get
and
it.
yeah, in 1814, I guess the text of the experience
Got
was
out.
written. Mhm.
Okay, all right.
And in 1847, on this date, U.S. forces, including Marines, capture Mexico City and raise the flag over the halls of Montezuma.
To the shores of Tripoli. Yeah.
Yes,
See,
yes,
I paid attention to
well
some of
done,
that
well
stuff.
done. It's funny how that stuff all kind of connects, right?
It does.
Right.
It's amazing.
And in 1975, on this date, Elizabeth Ann Seton was canonized as the very first American-born Catholic saint. And that happened on this day in 1975.
That was my freshman year of high school.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Oh God,
I was a dweeb.
I was already 4 years out of school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why you're so much smarter than me,
No,
Frank.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, you got 4 more years of packing it in. You haven't wigged out on the licorice yet.
No, I hit it pretty hard though.
I was hitting it hard on the way over here.
Were you?
Yeah, stuck at the light.
The lights will do that to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You see idle time and open bags of either chips. Oh, ooh, chips. Yeah. And then I'm sitting in the car yesterday and I had a bag of chips. It was gone.
A big one,
No, it was
little guy,
small, bigger than
normal.
the small,
Right.
sandwich kind they put
That's
in your
kind of
lunchbox. Yeah.
tilted.
So it was a
back
little
at
bit
the
bigger
end.
than that, but yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, the front of my car is just the front seat, and I was like, I don't
Anim-
care, I'll clean it up later.
Animal House.
Yeah, pretty bad. I found $40 on my floor mat. I was
Nice.
like, oh wow. I wondered
Nice.
why that all went on the money clip a little bit easier.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh no, that was, that kind of made me go, God, what am I kicking out the door?
Nice.
Yeah, people parking behind me and stuff.
Too
But
funny.
yeah, well, so this is the life I lead now.
It is.
Trying to be funny on the air, and we have listeners out there. Honestly, if you want to talk to us, dial us up at 220-9788. That's the number here, right?
That is correct.
220-9788.
Operators are standing by.
That's right.
And they look a lot like me.
Well,
Yes.
and we had a call in from Palm City Charlie, and
Yes.
he was just making sure that we were still breathing.
Still on the air.
Yep, we're still here.
Yes.
So
Anyway, so just wanted to give you a little this day in history. So
that's good.
yeah. So
Well, so we got light beer in 1714, and we got guy shooting a guy,
yeah,
taking him down with the bullets.
Yeah, I hate when
And that was
happens.
done in, where did you say, Baltimore? No,
1901. It was in New York.
in New York.
Yeah,
of course.
Yes.
That's too bad.
1901, September 14th, 2:15 a.m. See, nothing happens at 2 o'clock.
I thought it was at like 3:25 in the afternoon.
3:30 in the afternoon is when he was pronounced dead.
Oh,
Yes, you were correct. You heard that right.
I did.
Mhm,
All right. I
mhm.
wanted to make
Yes,
sure.
Yes.
I'm working on my listening skills
Yes.
so I can go, yes, dear.
Theodore Roosevelt stood in the library of a friend's house in Buffalo and took the oath of office to become the 26th president of the United States at the age of 42. He was
Wow.
the youngest man ever to assume the office
Wow.
at that time.
That is young.
Mm-hmm.
For
42.
then. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, for now, it is considered young, but then 42 is pretty well seasoned because
Yeah.
I think generally when they put together Social Security, they figured most people would, punch their ticket by age 65.
Yeah. So, so now you have to we only really elect 80-year-old
Yeah,
presidents.
apparently.
Okay. We can't get them to croak.
The octogenarians in all branches of government is just staggering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, everybody's come of getting up there
Yeah.
and, it's a brutal life.
It
I got to
is.
tell you a small story.
Okay.
It happened today. I had to go to my ankle doctor for my checkup on my ankle
Okay.
and foot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a gentleman sitting across from me, and we're talking, and I don't know how we got into this, but I said something about, and he goes, 93. I said, huh? He goes, I'm 93. I said, no way.
So you thought he was just shouting out numbers?
Well, I didn't know he was reading
Yeah.
a book on the wars or something.
Okay.
He had his Air Force veteran hat on, and
Nice.
one of the comments he made was, I just go down to the VA, they take care of me. And then I realized after he told me he was in the Air Force for 28 years, I said, yeah, I guess they are taking care of you.
So he would have served at the end of World War II, and he would have served likely in Korea then.
He's telling me how he was sitting on this
Yeah.
and dropping that and doing this. And,
Wow.
and anyways, 93,
Yeah.
and he did not look 93. And this other couple came in. I go, this dude's 93. And they go, he's 93. And I go, yeah. I mean, it was really,
and
it was
he had
cool.
all his faculties. That's
He had
the cool
everything.
part. Yeah.
I said, you got earbuds in there? He goes, oh, I got those. Makes it easier to hear.
It does. doesn't
Yeah.
it?
So, but that was pretty cool. And
Yeah.
he his wife was in there, and
Aw.
he was taking care of her, and they've been married 72 years.
72.
And I was hoping I get to
God
meet her,
bless.
but I went in before she came
Aw.
out. So
Aw.
it's pretty
So
cool.
he
I'm
was
sure.
just there in the waiting room waiting on his wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Nuts.
And that's great.
93. I was just like,
And how old was his wife? Did he say?
she was, I think
She
he
was
might
a
have
little
said
younger?
72.
Ah, wow.
she's-
He really
but-
robbed the cradle then.
Yeah, he
Wow.
did. And
Wow.
He had, but it's just amazing how when you run into these, like you were talking about octogenarian,
Yes.
I can't say the word,
That's close enough.
octogenarians.
It's all right.
And hey, God love them. We're living around it, and we
Yeah.
got to have a lot of respect for the people around us. It was one of those humbling things that I sat there and thought about and said, God, I remember when I was just wanting to make it to 60. Now I made it to 65, and now I got to set my goal on 70.
That's right.
I hope I do that. I
Yeah,
have a lot of people counting on me.
Me as well.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yes.
at 60, I started telling everybody anything I wanted except my wife. So
Yes, that's right.
that's what I was told to do.
Discretion is always
That's
the better
it.
part
That's
of valor.
That's it.
Absolutely.
So anyways, thank you, Martin County residents, for supporting our business with all these 30 years. And we love taking care of our customers. So
Yes.
if we ever messed up for you, we are sorry. We did not mean to do that, but
Hey.
we're human.
Well, but I think you got more checks in the win column, I suspect.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say so. Thank you,
Yes.
Frank. That's
Mhm.
kind. I was telling one of our employees today, I said, Frank knows more about our business than me. So
I don't think I do.
yeah, well,
No.
just about.
No, not
But
at
you're
all.
pretty good. You're pretty good. You get it. You understand it.
Well, retail is retail. And then the rest is just the nuts and bolts.
So
of
when
what
you
makes-
sneak in the back of my warehouse
Yeah.
into my main office,
I had lunch today with Carlos.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I bought a sandwich.
Carlos is my employee.
Yes. And he happened to be, had a sandwich with me, and I was looking for a place to sit down and eat my lunch. And I said, well, I know where there's a table and chairs. So Carlos was sitting there, and I says, do you mind if I join you? He says, not at all. So we had lunch together.
That's cool.
Yes.
Great. Everything go okay?
It was wonderful, swimmingly.
Did he quit saying the bad things about me that he was
He never
telling
says
everybody
any
all day?
bad things about anybody.
He doesn't.
He is.
You try to get him to talk, period.
He is. Always a gentleman.
Yes, he
Yes,
is. Thank you
yes.
for saying that.
Yes.
Good for you.
Well, we've got Rocky and Bullwinkle. Let's toss it to them.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
And now,
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
again,
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Ah!
funny hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
And we are back. You're listening to Leadership in Business with your host, Jon Campion.
Are you trying to imitate me again?
Yes.
Jon Campion here.
Right.
That's when my wife calls me Jon Campion. I know it's time to go.
Oh.
Jon
Well,
Campion.
if she includes your middle name, that's when you know you're in
No,
trouble.
she's
No.
never used
No.
that.
No.
Nobody can pronounce my middle name.
Yeah. When I got Frank Anthony,
Oh,
look out.
gosh.
Look out.
And if your
Okay.
aunt was calling you that,
Oof.
you were really in trouble.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yes.
It's very Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing some genealogical research on my grandfather, who was born 18 what was it? I forget the exact 1882, I believe, and September 22nd. And he became a U.S. citizen 6 months after my mom was born in Detroit. And so as it turns out, I qualify for dual citizenship. So I'm doing some paperwork to see if I can push that over the
And you
the
could go
goalpost.
live in Tuscany.
I could go anyways as a U.S. citizen,
That's
but
pretty
it's
cool.
kind of neat to have the dual citizenship.
Yeah.
So anyways,
You'll
just
start working on your Italian. You
they
got it.
well, I know
They all speak English.
Yeah, they mostly do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a wonderful conversation one day. I was flying from where was it? We were from Sicily up to Rome, and I'm sitting next to this very very well dressed lady, and so it's just casual conversation is because it's a couple it's a flight from Sicily all the way to Rome, and so it turns out, and her English was excellent, and she's an architect, and she lives in Palermo, and but she works in Rome.
Alice Vandering.
But she learned all her English on Sesame Street.
Wow. There you go.
TV. So Sesame, I guess her mom just parked in front of the TV and said, "Okay, learn English," and she did.
Well,
as a child, and it served her well because she's bilingual, or probably multilingual, I would guess. But
what's that? What was that flight? About 2 hours?
No, an hour and a bit, I think.
Yeah.
It's
Italy's one place I've been, but I haven't.
Oh, you just kind of landed in an airport and then took off. I have the same claim to Texas.
Milan. I mean, I was in not Milan. Milan, Texas. No.
Midland. Fair to Midland.
No, I was in what's the designer city?
Yeah.
Milan.
Yes.
We flew into Milan, and then we flew over the Alps into what's it called? Jeez. in France. It was Strasbourg,
Oh, Strasbourg, yeah.
which is really right on the
Yeah,
German.
it sounds
German.
yeah, it sounds like it should be a German
If you
town.
cross over Strasbourg
Mhm.
into Germany
Mhm.
and go of just a few miles, you're
Yeah.
at Hansgrohe
Ah,
in Schiltach. Got a caller?
yeah, if I can make the phone work. Come on,
Uh,
phone.
Do
Come
I-
on, phone. Come on. Okay, there it is. Holy cow, what a difficult phone. Go ahead, caller.
Excuse me, Frank. Excuse me, John.
Yeah.
I have
Excuse
been
me.
to Rome,
Yeah.
Europe,
Yeah.
so many times. When you talked about Sicily, I'll
Yeah.
just tell you one quick story, then I'll get off the phone.
Okay.
I'm stepping off a bus
Yeah.
to go see that clock tower in Sicily.
Yeah.
That phenomenal clock tower. It's
Mhm.
phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And this little gypsy kid tried to grab. I happen to have a gold chain on.
Ah.
And right being a New Yorker, I pushed him away and
Right.
said some bad words. And he ran up to his gypsy. Yep, 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 yep. So that was my experience
Ah.
in Sicily.
They didn't come over and like.
Well,
you
it's
know,
a lucky thing you weren't a woman. You might get your backside pinched too. Yeah, that happened a lot. All right.
And the kid wasn't trying to sell you, make you buy chiclets.
No, but in all the churches, as Frank will tell you, you'd see gypsies hanging out.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
They're with their little tin cups.
Well, I just love to go into all the various piazzas around, and you see
Yeah.
and it's just
So the fountains,
and every
the five
yes,
river fountains, Frank. Have you been to the five river fountains in Rome?
yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's my favorite. And there's
Yeah.
two big fountains there.
yeah,
Phenomenal.
yeah.
Now,
And the
Charlie,
Trevi Fountain.
Yeah,
I
Trevi,
just,
yeah, that's gorgeous.
So you
Charlotte
say,
and I, my wife, walked all over Rome so many times. I've been there probably 8 times
wow.
Good for
because I
you.
go in and out. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been all over the
Have
map.
you gone recently? Because the last time I was there was like 20 years.
The
well-
last time we were there were probably 6 years ago, something
Alright.
like
I
that.
thought you were going to say when Christ was a carpenter.
No. But the one thing I wanted to say,
Yeah.
Frank, do you know about global entry?
No,
You
tell
gotta
me.
get. It's called Trusted Traveler Program.
Yeah.
They take your fingerprints. You have to do it at Port of Everglades.
Okay.
And it's the smoothest thing.
Yeah.
I took my buddy on a dive trip, so we're coming back into the country, the three of us,
Yeah.
and we're just moving right through. And my buddy is going to this TSA guy, whatever, checking his stuff. How come nobody's looking at bags? He's I go, Carter, get moving, man. Because you are cleared. You're just cleared. It's the easiest thing moving in and out.
Pre-clearing, yeah.
You know about the TSA pre-check, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, global entry supersedes anything.
Wow.
And when you book your flights, you tell them your number, and it gets into the system by
Nice.
computers anyway.
You know,
Well, that's good news. That's good advice.
And if I can just add on top of that,
Mhm.
Charlie, if you'll let me, and this is actually the truth.
Uh-huh.
My wife, Dee Dee, I don't know if you know this, 2 weeks ago, they came back. She was there with her four sisters, brother-in-law, sister-in-law.
There, where?
Croatia.
Okay, that's the most beautiful place.
Yeah, they were near
the fire.
What's it begin with? I don't know, but
They
anyway,
Lakes.
they were on my brother-in-law's sailboat.
Ooh.
And my son Ben, who is a captain, charter captain down in the St. John's, he was
Yes.
he was
my
the
parents
captain.
owned a home in St. Croix.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice.
Wow.
So
I'm glad I know you, John. This
Yeah,
well, we could hook up,
Right.
man.
What
You
I was
got a
go-
sailboat. Let's go.
yeah,
That's
what
it.
I was going to tell you is Dee Dee
What?
got the global entry pass.
Mm.
And
Well, there you
when
go.
they did the travel, there was like 5-6 other people doing the same
Right.
itinerary she was, and she was the only one who made it there and made it back as
Smooth.
scheduled.
Right.
Yep. Everybody else
Smooth.
spent a little time in
The
Oh,
customs.
yeah.
it's
Going
amazing.
through customs.
Well, and they, you don't want to go to the third world airports in New York.
No.
LaGuardia.
yeah,
Right. Yep.
whatchamacallit,
I'm a New
Newark.
Yorker. I know
Newark.
that was
Newark, yeah, I've been there.
Well, that's
Not a happy
Jersey.
experience.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fly from Montreal, Canada to Newark to Fort Lauderdale on a Friday.
Yeah.
Because you'll be spending $254 on a hotel room at the Montreal airport,
Yes.
and you won't leave till the morning, and they'll fly you to the airport where your car isn't. So,
Oh, your car is
not that I didn't.
Well, I'll teach you another thing. Use, I'm not going to mention a thing.
Yeah.
Frank and I worked on this client,
Mhm.
but I'll never park at the airport anymore.
No.
Nor will I park at Port of Everglades. You use a service.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper than parking at the airport, and it's smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on out there now that can really, watching an old movie and they're all riding around in taxi cabs in New York, and you're
Right.
going, gosh, think how that's maybe changed. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Right.
how Uber's working up there, but
Well,
well,
let's not talk politics because
Yeah.
thank you. Is
Yeah.
that political?
There's other people in our country now that shouldn't be here.
Mm.
So,
I've heard
There's
that.
a lot. There's a lot.
okay.
All right,
Well,
buddy.
my grandparents came through. What's that? Ellis Island.
Alice, all four of my
Let's come-
grandparents did.
You know, let's come in legally, folks.
Yeah, that's
All right, guys, go
All right.
go America. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Charlie.
Bye.
All right.
Italy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they
Trivia fountain.
when
yeah, it's
when
great
Ken
memories.
bought his first catamaran sailboat,
Mhm.
Captain Ken, we call him, my
Yes.
brother-in-law. He bought it in France. The boat was made in France.
Wow.
It's called a Leopard is the manufacturer.
Okay.
So they built when he had his first one,
Mhm.
which he sailed all around Europe when he did that,
Nice.
and then he got brazen because they were all sailors from Seattle. They sailed it across the ocean to the States.
Wow.
They were in a race that
with other boats.
other
Yeah,
boats,
so,
and
yeah.
they time it.
Safety in numbers.
His brother was in Scottsdale giving him the coordinates and everything. He was following him. He was guiding him across the ocean.
How cool is
And
that?
Ken said he was with like 4 of his buddies who
Right.
are fantastic. He said, "I'll never do that again."
Right.
It was hell on
It's-
wheels.
Sure.
I
Yes.
can't imagine
Gotta
being
be
out in the
hairy.
middle of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So he sold that boat, and
Mm.
he just had another one built,
Uh-huh.
and now he's gonna leave that over there and
Smart.
go over there every.
Yeah.
So yeah, it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Well, it must be nice to be able to do that.
Indeed, it is.
Indeed.
Yes. And that brings us to the end of another wonderful hour
Wow, man, how'd you do that,
here at the Radio
Mr.
Ranch.
Magic? Thanks, Frank.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for listening. And give everybody your phone number over there, European Kitchen and
Thank
Bath.
you. I will be glad to do that. I do know it. Of course, it's 772. It's 221 3990. 221 3990.
Right.
Go to our website, europeansync.com, and you can do a quote right out of our database with all the manufacturers that we sell.
Yes.
It's really quite amazing. It's
Yeah.
called the wish list.
The wish list.
So
I like it.
come visit the wish list. And
Yes.
we will make your day.
Yes. And
Yeah.
remodeling coming soon in the studio,
Yes.
in the office.
That's it. You
Yeah.
got it. We're working on some things for our customers. Thank
Very
you,
good.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.